Broadcasting from Nanyuki, Kenya. This is the Me and Larry reality video show, LTL, Editorial News, the Cable News Report for February 7th, 2011. Headlines. Here it is. Egypt. Well, their 14th day of protests and counting. Which one day it will end when Mubarak be stepped down from office and hit the road. But in the meantime, they still gotta continue on with the same regime, even though some of the members of the cabinet resigned. It doesn't mean a hill of beans. But the main news story is how Al Jazeera, the #1 news media, can pick up some good key information. That's why Al Jazeera wants to come to America to give them the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. The key thing is, because of the U.S. media, they saying that the U.S. media is the one that is really preventing Egypt to have democracy. This is what they quote. The U.S. media coverage of the event in Egypt has been described by some critics as a recipe for killing democracy movement in its cradle. Now, this is what the coverage of the U.S. media, which consists of CNN, I don't think Fox will be around, or will they? But the thing is, CNN goes there because really, when Egypt is pro-American and they wanted Al Jazeera out of there, the #1 news sources, because they give the real news of it, and then put somebody who want to sugarcoat things and they don't go in depth with it, and having somebody like Anderson Cooper to come around there to see what's going on in Egypt, they want to take things differently. They say, oh, the people are mean, everybody's mean. I don't think we should have democracy because they may take over, like the Muslim Brotherhood, which they don't negotiate with nobody. And they are like Islamic Republic, in a way, of Iran of 1979. They won't negotiate. They say they want democracy. That's it, democracy. But they saying that the U.S. media is saying, and they will show USA, but democracy, they say in the U.S. media, is a recipe for trouble. And here it is, they like to set things up, because yes, the U.S. is not America the causes of chaos, but it's the U.S. media. And when they take it the wrong way and feed it back to America, back to the West, even to Europe, to the UK and other European countries and everywhere else, people picks it up the wrong way of thinking that Egypt is just a bunch of criminals. Especially when the story of Anderson Cooper being attacked. He said, I'm being attacked. And then, of course, he likes Boy George and the Culture Club song, Do You Really Wanna Hurt Me? And so when they take false information like that, yes, they would give people thinking, oh, so Egypt is a bunch of criminals. Oh, yeah. And they're going to be following what Iran Islamic movement is doing in 1979. Well, what happened if the U.S. President Barack Obama used the D word? He did use the D word. And it's not, damn. I'll be telling those boys who just got out of their grandmother and mama's basement, go back there and go on and smoke up all your marijuana you want to. At least you can, don't have to worry about being caught in the basement smoking it. But anyway, the key thing is democracy. Every country needs democracy. Can we live without it and go on with dictatorship? Having dictators control people? What happened if you had a dictator in America or UK? You know you would protest, but then again, you'd be tired out. You'd be like, oh, I'm so tired. My feet is hurting. Oh, I want to have something to eat. Let's have something to eat. Oh, sure. Yeah. Everybody fight for democracy. Fight for freedom. Why can't Egypt? But anyway, this is what is going on that Al Jazeera said about the U.S. media, CNN, maybe Fox, and others. Get your story straight, but then again, this is what Egyptian President Mubarak is trying to set up. That's why they want Al Jazeera out of there last Tuesday. I'll be back with more LTL Editorial News, the Cable News Report.